What's up, my gooners and goonettes? This drama is getting wild. Last video, I said I was dipping my toes in the drama. Well, you know what? Fuck that. Now I'm sticking my full 2-inch cock and my tiny little comically small balls into this fucking drama. I don't even know where to start. First, I posted a video about the DBD drama like 4 or 5 days ago. If you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest you do, because this is going to be the follow-up to that. So in order to know stuff, you gotta go watch it there, come back over here after, okay? That's your warning. Now I'll continue. Alright, so a lot of this stuff I will be putting up on the screen, so if you're just listening, I highly suggest that you watch the actual video so you can actually see the facts, form your own opinions, even though I'm going to share mine, and tell me what you think in the comments or whatever. But anyway, first I will talk about how she says in her post that she is not someone who likes to call out people ever. Emphasis on the ever. Well, that would be true if she didn't do it here, 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 and just a couple more times after that. A lot of the ones that you just saw on the screen, they're all by name. And almost every single one of them, actually. I mean, it's almost like she doesn't try. And actually, she goes out of her way to make sure you do know the name. And I'm not here to say whether those people deserve it or they don't deserve it or anything. I'm just here to say that she's clearly just lying about not liking calling people out when she does it all the fucking time. I mean, there's even this video here where it's a TikTok she made, and I'll spare you the TikTok because it's not the most pleasant to the eyes. But it's a TikTok she made where a nemesis was being toxic to her, and, you know, at least at the end, she didn't show the name. Oh, wait, no, it's right here. So it's almost like she tries to make sure that she very directly calls these people out and shows little to no effort to block out their name or anything like that. I also want you to keep in mind, these posts that I'm finding, these are not some, 10 years ago she was an asshole, but look at her now, she's so much better. All of these posts are from, like, maximum 2 years ago. Some of these are as new as, like, a couple months, even like a month. Another thing to point out, she did private her account because she says right here that she is going to private her account so that the haters and all the people talking shit, you know, can get away from her, basically. Which I would believe 100% if I didn't request to follow her and she just accepted it. And my account has virtually nothing on it. Honestly, if you looked at my account, you'd probably think it's a bot account because I don't use X or Twitter or whatever. I don't use that social media. So if you look at my account, it's like a brand new account. I follow some like celebrities and stuff, but that's literally it. I never go on Twitter. My opinion is she's just trying to gain followers. And, you know, if people do want to come in and, you know, say some stuff, they would at least have to follow before. So I guess it does like benefit her in the long run. Next thing I'd like to bring to light is in her posts where she's talking about going private. She talks about how all this is just taking a huge toll on her mental health. Well, I invite you to think about the mental health of the guy that you have been posting about nonstop for the past, like, week. And he even changed his username, and you made a point to make sure that people knew his new username. So you made another Twitter or X post about what his new username is. She also mentions another thing that she did all this and posted on Twitter and all that because she didn't want to lose her Dead by Daylight partnership, which is the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard. You'd have to have the fucking thickest lens of drunk goggles on to even try to twist the world in that way. Because realistically, if she would have just let the guy ban her and block her, whatever, and didn't say anything after that, I think we can all agree that she would be just fine. My opinion, once again, is she just took the clout opportunity. She just wanted the clout. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just straight clout. Speaking of the ban, I think it is kind of funny. She did repost this tweet here saying that basically anyone can ban anybody from their chat because it's their community, which makes sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure we can all agree with that. But then kind of contradicts herself and just posts this, saying the reason she's doing all this and going the extra mile is because he did ban her from his Twitch chat and as avoiding accountability, even though I don't know if I, you know, just haven't went through the internet enough, but I haven't seen a post or anything yet where he's saying that's not him. And then I'm going to show you these clips of her alleged pretty much sexual harassment. She calls it sexual advances, but it's like, dude, well, I'll show you. I'll let you form your own opinion.
Match?
I always start stroking my shit right now.
What?
I'm gonna bust over the keyboard. It's gonna be all slippery.
Yeah.
So the only thing he really says is that he's gonna like pull out his dick and fucking jerk off or whatever all over the keyboard, blah blah blah. Which, I mean, you know, there's another thing where it's like, it's a joke. People joke like that. I mean, you know, do I think it was funny? Not really, but she clearly did because, I mean, she had a real hoot and a holler about it. Did you hear her? She was fucking dying laughing. But apparently, you know, that made her very uncomfortable, which I would get because, you know, I know some people just laugh whenever they're uncomfortable, but it's normally like, you know, like, you know, like fake laugh. It's pretty obviously fake. But unless she just mastered the art of fake laughing, she starts fucking dying, like hysterically laughing at this joke that is not really that funny. I don't think that it made her that uncomfortable, if I'm honest. She then went on to make this like victim post about her story with the guy. I'm gonna play the bits and pieces and all that where I see fit, but basically in it she talks about when they first met. Basically, apparently when she first met him, I guess pretty early on he started making like sexual jokes. So, and she said she was uncomfortable with it. So she did what only the smartest people on the earth do, really, and she decided, hey, we're both adults here. I'll play along.
You know, when I first met him, he did make sexual jokes towards me pretty early on. And looking back now, that honestly should have been an eye-opener for me. But at the time, I brushed it off and played along because we're adults and I didn't think much of it.
So she plays along with this for however long, which to me is like setting a precedent of like, hey, you know, I'm cool with this. We make jokes. That's what it is, you know? She then goes on to mention how he would, like, apparently talk shit about people in the community or in her community or whatever, saying that, like, they were the problem. But, oh, she knew. She knew that from the, I guess the, like, abuse or whatever, from the manipulation, I think she said, from her father to not believe him and something like that. She then goes on at the end to say, I feel like I'm part of the blame, which is kind of funny because you are. You shouldn't just feel that way. It should be like a fact in your head that you're definitely part of the blame. And making another video like this does not help and more so proves that you are also to blame. I really don't understand why anyone watches her because, I mean, from what I've seen, she really is just plain out, like, kind of rude. There's been some posts that I've seen where, she banned a guy, and it could have been a joke. I really don't know, but I found on her TikTok she banned a guy for, I guess, bringing the killer to the other friend or something like that. Like basically, they made friends with the killer, and the killer just wanted the game to be over. I'm guessing, but wanted that person to live. So he took the killer to the other person. The other person died. Oh, banned. Okay. Like, you're an asshole. Like, okay, I feel like that's kind of much, you know what I mean? And then there's even this one TikTok that just says, like, oh, apparently somebody made a TikTok about her where she was being toxic in the game, and she responded by saying, oh, well, you know what, you think I'm toxic, why don't you look at this, buddy, huh? Why don't you look at this? So she posted her whole gameplay to this, and put in the little caption on TikTok and said, like, oh, I was laughing and smiling the whole way. So I'll show you, you know, a couple clips of this just to prove to you that obviously she wasn't being toxic. Are you fucking serious? Are you guys fucking deluded in your brain? Obviously she was not being toxic, or she was fucking smiling and giggling the whole time. She was like on a ride at fucking Disneyland, it seems like. I mean, come on. Really? But anyway, there you go.
Yeah, how you like that? How you like that? How you like that? How you like that? PS2 motherfucker. Yeah, PS2 motherfucker. PS2 motherfucker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you like that?
Also, another thing that she reposted, which is like kind of weird to me, is it says, if you unfollowed me on Twitch or unfriended me anywhere without any word, please don't follow me ever again, even while I continue to grow. I feel like that's a little weird, just because somebody unfollows you. Oh, well, let's fuck you for life now, buddy. Yeah, that's it for you. Cutting you off, never seeing you again, pal. How about that? How does that sound? If you want my honest opinion on this woman, I don't think she should get like hate farmed or anything. I just think that she needs to get off the internet. This is the most professional victim that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, just everything she does, she makes herself a victim. She makes like posts on Twitter saying like, oh, why are people so mean to women, like randomly, like unprovoked. Like, you're just kind of being a victim and like sympathy farming pretty much. It's very weird. Like I said, I don't get why people defend her, because honestly, before I defend people, I try to look at what I can of their past. You know what I mean? Maybe not like I said before, maybe not the last 10 years of their life. Like, if they said some bullshit 10 years ago, I'm not going to be like, well, you know, they're clearly a bad person, so I'll leave it alone. But it's like, knowing that she's this much of just, honestly, a problem, why wouldn't you point that out? And even if you were defending the situation, point out, hey, you know, this girl has been kind of in the heart of a couple situations before, and kind of rightfully so. Like, I can't really say that she's innocent. It's just very weird to me. I was trying to find a way to reach out to the guy, but I'm assuming he like deleted his socials or something because of all the hate he was getting, especially after like Spook and Jukes or whatever posted a video about it, because, you know, he has a much bigger audience, so a lot more people were probably flooding into him than were flooding into her, you know. So I have not been able to talk to him. If I ever do, I might make another video about this situation, and if like more unfolds, but I think, hopefully, kind of honestly, I'm kind of hoping for both sides here that this is it. So on that note, I will leave you guys. Please subscribe, please like, do all that stuff. It's Dino.69 on every platform pretty much, besides Twitter. Like I said, I don't really use Twitter, but Dino.69 on most platforms. I will see you guys in the next one. Later.